Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Financial Friday. Thank you for being here, and today we are going to start a two series on budgeting. Today we're gonna start on what we need to do before we start budgeting, and then next week we'll dive more into budgeting, and if need be we'll do more on budgeting later. But for now I have a two-part budgeting series that is gonna be this week and next week. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me. In this channel, we'll talk about mental health on Tuesdays, financial health on Fridays, and randomly I show you a lifestyle of my life, random videos of my lifestyle. I do different things that I do in my day-to-day life. If you're new here, please subscribe, join the family, be part of us, because you're not gonna regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'll never get tired of saying that. Okay, let's get into this straightforward short video. It's gonna be a short video because, like I said, it's gonna be a two-part series. So we are going to talk about budgeting. We've been doing this money series and about savings and paying ourselves first. And as a reminder, pay yourself first. Remember to pay yourself first before doing anything with your money. And now we are into budgeting, because our goal here, my goal, and I'm hoping because you're watching this, your goal is to retire early or to be financially independent as soon as possible. So we've been talking about savings, but how do we increase our savings? One way to increase our savings is by creating a budget and following that budget. I know a lot of people think they have a budget, they think they have a budget in their mind, but no, a lot of people just have a list of their bills. It's not really a budget. So ask yourself, do you have a budget, or do you go by a list of your bills and then spend money here and there? So what is a budget? What does it entail? A budget is a list of your expenses and your money, the money that is coming in and the money that is going in, every single cent. And we are going to talk about how we can make that budget in part 2 of this video. But on today, we are going to talk about the things you need to do first before making a budget. You know, a lot of people think making a budget is just sitting down and writing down all these expenses, all these list of bills, and then you're done. No, there's more into budgeting than that, and it might take a few weeks, a month or two before you decide what your actual monthly budget, weekly budget, yearly budget is. And that's why we're starting here. And then it's the end of the year. People now are gonna start doing the financial goals. The New Year's resolutions are coming up, and a lot of people do financial resolutions. So this is the best time to start working on your budget. So by the first of the year, you already have it set and you just hit the floor running. So in this video, we're going to talk about things that we should do before we create a budget, things that we should look at before we create a budget. Like I've said, it might take a month or two or less, depending on how complex your life is. It might take longer than that to make a budget, but these are the things that you should do, you should look into when you are creating a budget. The first thing is you need to know what your spending habits are. These include your bills. Like, you know, I've said a lot of people think the list of bills is their budget, but that's not a budget. So you need to know what your spending habits are. You need to write down, in a month, write down where your money goes, your bills, of course, any payments, any debts payments, anything that you do, anything that you have to do in a month, you have to write it down. And these will take a month because you you're going to keep adding into this list as you spend money, and then you're gonna look at it and know what you really need every month versus what you want, you know. And then you're gonna create a budget out of that, and then you're gonna look, when you look at these when you write, you have to write down. I believe in the power of writing down, or you can create a spreadsheet on your computer and put everything. Start with your bills, obviously that's the easy part, but the hard part is where you spend the other money, leftovers, like food. A lot of people don't know what they spend on food on a monthly basis. Household equipment, household stuff, like, you know, cleaning supplies, clothes, hygiene supplies, personal medication, personal, you know, uses stuff, something like that. So write it. And I'm saying it might take a month or two to do this, because you don't know what you're gonna need until you need it at the beginning of the budget creation. The other thing is, you can use a calendar in this, like a month or a month and a half. You know, you can start it now in November, so by January you already have completed your budget and you're ready to hit the road. Like I've said, you can track this in a calendar. You can put down, and you put down your regular expenses, the bills, things that have to be paid, the house mortgage, rent, the electric bill, water, things that you have to pay on a monthly basis, you put down. And then you start writing down your irregular expenses, like, you know, getting a coffee here and there, getting a haircut, getting your hair done, your nails, you know, and how often you're getting these things done. So keep track of that. Try to be as accurate as possible. And I suggest in this month, just live your regular life like you've been living. Don't change anything because you're trying to budget now. Live your regular life, because on budgeting, you're trying to be as realistic as possible. You are trying to be realistic. So if you just drastically change your life just because you're trying to budget right now at the beginning, then chances are you might fail. So be as realistic. If you have to change something, change it in the future, but now try to put everything that you've been doing in your budget so you can have a picture, the whole picture, before you start, you know, knocking things out. Oh, I don't need this, I don't need that. So like I've said, you can put it on your computer or spreadsheet or notebook. You can get apps. There's so many apps, but you know, I don't believe in, you know, spending that money in like an app when you're beginning something. Unless you're sure you're gonna stick to it, then you know you can spend money on getting an app. Then write everything down and track everything you're doing this month, for that month and a half. Track every single cent that comes in and that goes out. Write all your money in, you know, put everything that it's going out, and anything that is coming in, put it, and then track it. And then at the end, you will be ready to start your budget. And then that's where we'll start the next part of budgeting next week. Thank you so much for being here. Like always, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Keep coming for more, because it's only gonna get better, and I can't wait for you to see what I have in store for you for next year. I'm working hard behind the scene for you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.